Hello, Professor Sajadi. My name is Rafael Fernandez, and I'm with the Mortgage Calculator team. In this video, I'm going to be demoing to you user story number 2737, which is Mortgage Calculator. But if you look at the task, it's probably more aptly named Mortgage Calculator Integrations, as my main goal for this user story was to integrate it as cleanly as possible into the existing system, and make sure we use as many of the existing features as possible so as not to double up work. If we look first, we have to see that we integrated our tool into the pages. First, we can go to our Mortgage Calculator tool and see that all the data is pulled in. To begin with, we had to look at a couple things. For example, the HOA dues. This was pulled in via the Pirates feed with the existing system. We wanted to make sure that we didn't double up on work, and with some digging, we managed to find that the data was actually bound, just not very well documented. As a result, we were able to successfully find it though and implement it into our system, which meant that we didn't have to double up and recreate, the wheel. If we look in, we can see now that this tool on the Mortgage Calculator page is pulled in as a single instance. However, for example, if you look at this estimated Mortgage Calculator comparison done by Carlos Loris, it pulls in 2 additional instances of the calculator. It's important to note that these are all pulled in dynamically and separately from each other. As a result, there's no 45 pages of code, there's no little snippets, there's just one solid block that's pulled in and loaded by itself every single time. This makes the system easier to update, and additionally, it loads a smaller chunk of code, which makes the website faster itself. If we look here at our directives, we can see under styles that we have 2 charts. We have one for the detailed pie chart, and then we have the pie chart JS itself. Both of these directives are what are used to create the charts. In addition to those directives, we had to implement a couple things. For example, our custom styling. If you look at any of these pages, all of them are loaded dynamically, and each of the styling is loaded from that page. As our styling is isolated, again, it is easier to update and doesn't interfere with anybody else's system should we have to do, say, a git push or something of the sort. Looking back on it, we had to integrate that into the main through this custom CSS right here. We had to import our own file. The SAS compiler automatically handles all the imports and deals with all of those things. And lastly, we had to make sure that we showed our users what is a mortgage. So we have a breakdown of the mortgage payment. Essentially, you have your home, your loan price, down payment, property taxes, interest rate, and homeowners insurance. Typically, homeowners association fees are not a part of a mortgage, so we decided not to keep it on this page. Additionally, below, you can see a breakdown of different types of loans and what benefits they provide to you. It's important to know which type of loan you're using when you're buying a home. And lastly, for every single service that we've included, we've made sure that we do have a Spanish translation. If you look here, we have all our features appropriately translated, including all of these charts. If we navigate over to a sample page for a property, we can see here it's just a dummy property. We can scroll down and we find that we have an integration of our chart. This is, as all the other ones are, pulled in dynamically and uses the default price of the home. This pulls straight from the listing, and if for some reason the home were to not have a listed price, as some of the database entries are a little janky at the moment, it gives it a default value of 100,000. At this moment, I have it changed to 1 million just so I could show you the default value of 100,000 actually updates the chart dynamically. If we were to up it to 10 million, that also increases. If we were to decrease it to 1,000 or 100, it all goes and it shows you appropriately what each of the values is, including all of the values on the right hand side. We can see here are taxes and things of the sort. So if I were to change to 100,000, it upgrades appropriately. And these use national averages as per Lydia Nunez's story. I hope this has been a good demo of the system and the integrations that we've provided. We've tried to make it as absolutely as clean as possible so that if anybody ever has to update this, you don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops. You update 3 files and that's all you have to do. Thank you and have a great day.